Hello students, to continue with our discussion regarding qualitative and quantitative analysis, today again I am here. In my previous lecture, I was discussing about qualitative analysis of organic compounds, means how the presence of different elements is detected in given organic compound, and for that I had told that how carbon and hydrogen is detected and how nitrogen, sulfur and halogens are detected. For the detection of carbon and hydrogen present in organic compound, given organic compound is heated strongly with copper oxide, so that all carbon present in organic compound is converted to carbon dioxide. And when this carbon dioxide is passed through lime water turns milky and presence of carbon is detected. When organic compound is heated strongly with copper oxide, hydrogen present in compound is converted to water vapors, and when these water vapors passes over anhydrous copper sulfate turns to hydrated copper sulfate and its color changes from white to blue, and appearance of this blue color confirms presence of hydrogen. For the detection of nitrogen, sulfur and halogens, phosphorus, single test is done, and with the help of that one test, presence of these elements can be detected. Presence of these elements is detected with the help of Lesson's test that has got two steps. In first step of Lesson's test, Lesson's extract is prepared, and then this Lesson's extract is used for the detection of individual elements like nitrogen, sulfur and halogens. In my previous discussion, I had told that how Lesson's extract is prepared, and just a reminder to it how Lesson's extract is prepared. In a small ignition tube, ignition tube is a small glass tube, roughly 1.5 gram of organic compound and a small piece of sodium metal is taken. Now this ignition tube is heated slowly so that sodium metal and organic compound both melts, and then it is heated to red hot for 2 to 3 minutes, and this red hot ignition tube is placed in a china dish filled with distilled water. As soon as this ignition tube comes in contact with water, it breaks itself, and even if it is not broken, then we break it with the help of glass rod. All the contents of that ignition tube is mixed with that water, and china dish is subjected to heat. Water in the china dish is boiled for 10 to 15 minutes so that it reduces to half of its original volume, cooled and filtered. Filtrate obtained in this process is called Lesson's extract. and this extract is used for further identification of elements that are present. This Lysandre extract is used for the detection of nitrogen, sulfur, halogens or phosphorus. Now, this is the procedure which I discussed. What is the chemistry behind it? What changes that are taking place when Lysandre extract is prepared? As we all know that in organic compounds, nature of bonding is covalent. Means different elements that are present in any given molecule, they are present in covalent form. They are joined with each other with the help of covalent bonding by sharing of electrons. So nitrogen, sulfur, halogens or phosphorus, these elements are also present in organic compounds in their covalent form. Means with carbon they are joined with the help of covalent bonds by sharing of electrons. However, during the preparation of Lysandre extract, covalent form of these elements are converted to their ionic forms. Nitrogen converts to cyanide ions, sulfur converts to sulfide ion, and halogen converts to their respective halide ion. And later on, presence of these ions are actually detected. During preparation of Lysandre extract, sodium reacts with carbon and nitrogen present in organic compound to form NaCN, and this NaCN is an ionic compound. It's actually Na plus and Cn minus cyanide ions, and during the procedure we actually detect the presence of these cyanide ions, which in turn confirms the presence of nitrogen. Similarly, sodium reacts with to form Na2S, which is actually 2Na plus and S2 minus, and Na plus X gives you NaX, which is actually Na plus and X minus. So in organic compound, these elements like nitrogen, sulfur and halogens, they are present in the form of their covalent compound. They are covalently bonded there. But during the process of formation of Lysandre extract, these covalent forms are converted to their ionic forms. Nitrogen is converted to cyanide ions, sulfur is converted to sulfide ions, and halogen is converted to halide ions. And we actually detect the presence of these cyanide ions, sulfide ion, halide ion, which in turn confirms the presence of halogen or sulfur or nitrogen in given organic compound. Now let us take that how individual elements are detected using Lysandre extract. Now first we see detection of halogens. Here halogens refers to chloride, bromide and iodide. Fluorine cannot be detected with the help of Lysandre test. We have different tests to detect them. With the help of Lessane's test, we can detect the presence of chlorine, bromine and iodine. First I discuss the procedure, then I will tell you the chemistry involved. Now what happens? First we take Lessane's extract about 5 ml in a test tube. We add little amount of dilute HNO3 to it and heat. And afterwards, AgNO3 solution is added to this mixture and a precipitate is formed if halogen is present. If no precipitate is formed after adding AgNO3, that means no halogen is present. And if precipitate is formed, then precipitate formed confirms presence of halogen, chlorine, bromine or iodine. If no precipitate is formed, that means halogen atom is not present. Then color of precipitate and its solubility in ammonium hydroxide confirms or tells about the nature of halogen it is present. So if there is a white PPT which is soluble in NH4OH, chlorine confirm. If it is pale yellow PPT and partially soluble, in NH4OH, bromine confirm, and if dark yellow PPT is formed which is insoluble in ammonium hydroxide, presence of iodine confirms. So this is the procedure involved for the detection of halogen with the help of Lessane's extract, in which little amount of Lessane's extract is taken and boiled for a while with dilute HNO3. Then it is cooled and aqueous silver nitrate solution is added to it. After adding silver nitrate solution, if no precipitate is formed, then no halogen atom is present. But if some precipitate is formed, then this confirms the presence of any halogen in given organic compound. Then color of precipitate and its solubility in ammonium hydroxide shows the nature of halogen. If precipitate formed is white and is soluble in ammonium hydroxide, chlorine is confirmed. If it is pale yellow, light yellow, then bromine is confirmed. And if a dark yellow precipitate is formed, iodine is confirmed. Now during the formation of Lessane's extract, halogen that was present in covalent form is converted to sodium halide Na plus X combines to give NaX, and when this NaX reacts with AgNO3, it forms AgX plus NaNO3. Now this AgX is precipitated and AgCl is white, AgBr is pale yellow, and AgI is yellow. So this is the procedure and chemistry involved in the detection of halogens by Lensannet's test. So I am quite sure you have understood it. Quickly remind you, Lensannet's extract is boiled with HNO3 and then AgNO3 solution is added. If no precipitate is formed, halogen is absent. If some precipitate is formed, halogen is present. If white precipitate is formed, it is chlorine, pale yellow bromine, and yellow iodine is confirmed. Now let us see how sulfur is detected. In this test also, I first discuss the procedure, then I discuss the chemistry involved. Again, during this, Lensannet's extract is taken and it is divided into 3 different test tubes. About 2 ml of Lensannet's extract is taken in each test tube, and now to this test tube acetic acid and lead acetate is added. To next test tube acetic acid and cadmium acetate is added, and to third test tube sodium nitroprusside is added. Now in this case, formation of black precipitate confirms sulfur. Formation of yellow PPT confirms sulfur, and a violet color in third case confirms sulfur. All these 3 tests are confirmatory tests to the presence of sulfur. So this is the procedure that we involve. We take roughly 6 ml of Lensannet's extract and divide this 6 ml to 3 different test tubes having 2 ml each. Then to first test tube, a little amount of acetic acid is added and then lead acetate is added. Formation of a black colored precipitate confirms presence of sulfur. In next test tube, little amount of acetic acid and cadmium acetate is added. Preparation of formation of yellow colored precipitate confirms the presence of sulfur. And finally to third test tube, little amount of sodium nitroprusside is added and formation of a violet coloration confirms the presence of sulfur. So this is the procedure that we apply. Now let us understand what is the chemistry behind these tests. Now during the formation of Leysanne's extract, sulfur which is present in covalent form is converted to its ionic form. Sulfur which is present in organic compound is converted to sulfide ions. 2Na plus S gives Na2S. Then this S double minus ions Pb2 plus gives Pbs, which is black in color. Then S2 minus ions plus Cd2 plus form CdS, cadmium sulfide, that is yellow in color, and S double minus ions reacts with sodium nitroprusside to form this violet colored complex. So that is how the presence of sulfur is detected. Now we come to the detection of nitrogen. Detection of nitrogen. Now in this, Leysanne's extract is first boiled with iron 2 sulfate, ferrous sulfate, and then sulfuric acid is added and appearance of a blue color confirms presence of nitrogen. This is the procedure that what we apply. Leysanne's extract is first heated with iron sulfate so that Fe2 plus is oxidized to Fe3 plus, and then it is acidified with sulfuric acid to get a blue color of Prussian blue, or ferrocyanide. Now, during the preparation of Leysanez extract, sodium, carbon and nitrogen from organic compound combines to form sodium cyanide. Again, this carbon and nitrogen, they are bonded with each other covalently. But once this reaction is complete, once the process of preparation of Leysanez extract is completed, covalently formed carbon and nitrogen is converted to their ionic forms in the form of sodium cyanide, and this sodium cyanide first reacts with Fe2 plus to form hexacyanidoferrate. So hexacyanidoferrate is formed. Now this hexacyanidoferrate reacts with Fe3 plus ions to form ferricyanide or Prussian blue. And appearance of this blue color confirms the presence of nitrogen. So that is how Leysanez test is used for the detection of nitrogen, sulfur and halogens. Thank you.